Hello everyone, welcome to BDSK online classes. Myself Sanjay Verma. Dear students, I hope that all of you taking enjoy after giving your class 10 board exam and now thinking about admission in class 11th and learning about new syllabus of class 11th. So I am here to teach you the first chapter of your inorganic chemistry, that is some basic concepts of chemistry, in which there is a first topic, that is nature of matter. I hope that all of you already taught in class 9 about matter, but in this class there is a descriptive matter about the substance and their classifications. Okay, so nature of matter, you know that anything that have mass occupy some spaces called as matter. Am I right? And you know that there are commonly three main state of the matter, that is solid, liquid, solid, liquid and gas. Means all the matter or substances except someone undergo change their state following these conditions. Means all the substance changes their state from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to liquid, liquid to solid. Okay, so first is solid. What is solid? You know that solid is a that state of the matter in which the particles of solid are arranged very close to each other due to very strong intermolecular force and cannot push on applying force on it. Okay, due to immovable property of solid particles, the shape and volume both are fixed and do not gain the size of the vessel in which they put up. Means solids have fixed volume and shape due to their very less gap in between their particles and very strong intermolecular force. Okay, such as duster, dexes, brakes, iron rods, etc. Okay, next is liquid state. You know that this is the second state of the matter, which is achieved by matter on increasing temperature of the solid. And you know that the liquid particles are also arranged closer but less closer than solid. Means they have some minute gaps, due to which on exerting pressure on the liquids they can push up and free for move, due to which they change their shapes in different vessels and achieve their size. Okay, hence the shape of gas liquids are not fixed but volume is fixed. Example, oils, water, etc. Okay, next is gas. You know that gases are third state of the matter in which gaseous particles are arranged far away to each other due to very big intermolecular force and have very large gap. So their shape and volume both are unfixed, and these particles have large kinetic energy, due to which the gaseous particles are bombarded the walls of the container in which they fill up and exerted equal quantity of the pressure in all directions, means in downside, in back side, in upper side, in all directions they apply the same amount of the pressure. Okay, next is classification of matter. All of you seen that this is the state of the matter and this is the interchange of the matter. Okay, solid change into liquid, liquid change into gas, gas change into liquid, liquid change into solids. This is happened due to increasing the temperature. Okay, increasing the temperature. Okay, and this happens due to decreasing the temperature. Decreasing the temperature. You know that the conversion of solid into liquid is called as melting, and the conversion of liquid into gas is called as boiling. Okay, and the conversion of gas into liquid is called as condensation, and the conversion of liquid into solid is called as freezing. So this is the process under which the matter, the state of matter is changed. Okay, next is classification of matter. You know that there are large quantity of the matter on this earth. Then how will you identify these matters? So there is a requirement of classification of these matters. Okay, so next topic is classification of matter or substance. Dear students, you know that matters are classified into following two categories. Number one, pure and impure. Okay, number one, pure substances, and number two is impure substances, or it is also called as mixture. Okay, it is also called as mixture. What? Mixture. Okay, so dear students, substances or matter are following two types: pure substances and impure substances. Okay, number one, pure substances. Dear students, pure substances are those substances which are consist by only one kind of the particles or atoms. Okay, the pure substances are consisted by only one kind of the particles. Understood? And cannot be separated out by the physical methods. And pure substances are further classified into two categories, that is element and compound. Okay, what? Element and compounds. Pure substances are further classified into element and compound. Okay, you know that elements are those pure substances which cannot be split up in simple substances and cannot be separated out by the physical methods, okay, such as hydrogen, calcium. You know that there are more than 100 elements known now these days, okay, calcium, hydrogen, neon, argon, etc. Okay, and elements are three types. All the known elements are following three types, that is metal, non-metal and metalloids. Metal, non-metal and metalloids. Okay, you know that metals have lustrous property. These are ductile, malleable, produce are sonorous, means have ringing, produce ringing sound, good conductor of electricity, okay, and heat, and these are produces a metallic shining. And there is one metal which is present in liquid state, that is mercury, and all known metals are present in solid state. They have high boiling and melting points. These are hard in nature, okay. So these are the properties of the metals. And next is non-metal. Non-metals are those elements which have no lustrous property, not malleable, are bad conductor of electricity except carbon, that is graphite, okay. These are not sonorous. These are not lustrous except iodine. So these are hard and soft both, okay. The hardest and softest substance belong to non-metal, that is graphite and diamond. Diamond and graphite both are the non-metals. You know that diamond is hardest substance and graphite is softest substance. And non-metals are present in all three states, solid, liquid and gas. Next is metalloids. Those elements that have property of both metal and non-metal called as metalloid. For example, arsenic, antimony, germanium, silicon. These are the example of metalloids. Understood? Next is compound. You know that compounds are those pure substances which are consisted by two or more than two atoms of different element in a fixed proportion. Okay, means for example, this is a water. It is a compound or not? I will clear it that this is a compound and consisted by two elements, that is hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen element in this water molecule is fixed. Okay, you know that the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, but there is 2 hydrogen atom, so the atomic mass of hydrogen is 2 and atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So there is a atomic ratio of hydrogen and oxygen element in water is 1:8. Okay, this is the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in water molecule. It remains constant and cannot be changed in any condition. Okay, you can see here the ratio of one molecule, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in one molecule of oxygen is 1:8. So if we take 10 molecule of oxygen, then what will be the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in water? You can see the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Here there is 20 atoms, so atomic mass of 20 atom is 20 and atomic mass of oxygen is 116. Okay, you can see that the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen atoms elements in 10 molecule of hydrogen is also 1:8. So you can say that the compounds are considered by a fixed proportion. It cannot be changed in any condition. Okay, and you know that the next type is impure substance, or you know that impure substance are consist by two or different particles, and there is no fixed proportion. It is following two types. Okay, number one, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, and heterogeneous. Okay, homogeneous. This is a impure substance in which there is no boundary line in between solute and solvent. Okay, you know that solutes are those substances which dissolve in solvent, and solvents are those liquids that dissolve in it the solute. For example, water is solvent and sugar is solute, and mixture is sugar solution or salt solution. Okay, means the solute particle cannot be seen in mixture of sugar solution by naked eye or microscope, because these are the true solution. Okay, okay, such as vinegar. Vinegar is also homogeneous mixture. It is a mixture of acetic acid and water, alloys, मिश्र धातु. Okay, such as the brass. Air is also homogeneous mixture. You know that air is a mixture of different gases along with nitrogen. Different gases are solute and nitrogen gas is a solvent with dust particle also. Okay, next is heterogeneous mixture. The mixture in which solid particles are suspended in the mixture and can be seen by naked eye. They can be filtered out with filter paper. They scatter the beam of light. Okay, and the size of these particles is more than 100 nanometer. For example, mixture of chalk powder and water, muddy water, milk of magnesia, etc. So I hope that all of you understood about nature of matter and their classification. If you have any doubt, then please you call me and clear your doubt. And I also gave you PDF of this topic, so please note down the topics from the given PDF. Thank you. Have a nice day.